More information tonight about a U.S. travel advisory warning Americans to be cautious when traveling to Mexico because of organized criminal groups in that country. The U.S. Department of State says that warning was a routine update. The mayor of Rocky Point in Tucson for the next few days trading jobs with the Pima County supervisor. While he met with city leaders to talk about tourism and job growth, we spoke with him today about that travel advisory and whether Tucsonans should be worried about driving to the popular tourist destination.
An estimated 2 million people travel to Rocky Point each year, 11% of them from Tucson. The U.S. Department of State updated a travel advisory last week. The only thing that applies to Puerto Peñasco, U.S. travelers shouldn't drive at night and use the Lukeville port of entry.
Rocky Point right now is one of the safest places in the northwestern of Mexico. We want to keep it that way.
While typically tourist destinations like Rocky Point don't see high levels of organized crime, the state of Sonora is a hub for drug and human trafficking. U.S. citizens have been victims of violent crimes in Mexico, including carjacking and kidnapping. Around 24 million Americans travel to Mexico each year. The Department of State reports 103 Americans were killed there in 2015. In 2013, in Rocky Point, a shootout between federal police and suspected drug traffickers. 5 people died, none of them Americans. Meanwhile, Monroe says his city is taking steps to make tourists feel at home. Starting next month, tourist police will be roaming the streets, unarmed guides to aid guests in town. Also, an app is in the works that allows you to report anything suspicious to Mexican authorities.
We're trying to be innovative, up to date, and we're trying our best effort to make, again, the Rocky Point experience a safe one.
The travel warnings are made on a state-by-state basis. U.S. officials say to be cautious when traveling to Baja California, as Tijuana and Rosarito saw an increase in homicide rates last year. Most of them appear to be related to organized crime, but there have been shooting incidents in which innocent bystanders have been hurt. All of this information on the travel advisories is on our website, KGUN9.com.